10th chapter, Applications of Derivatives. This chapter belongs to Mathematics 1B, part 30. Last part completed Rolle's theorem, Lagrange's mean value theorem statements completed. Rolle's theorem, Lagrange's mean value theorem dependent problems also be completed. 2 marks bits completed. Today explained one more unexpected 2 marks problem, that is increasing and decreasing function. This exercise sometimes coming to the unexpected 2 marks. First of all, what is the meaning of increasing? What is the meaning of decreasing? First, increasing and decreasing function. What is the meaning of increasing? If f is a real function, here f is what? Here f is a real function on the interval capital I. On the interval capital I, then f is said to be, here f is a real function, then small f is said to be increasing function on interval capital I. You can satisfy one condition. What is that? If x1 less than x2, that implies f of x1 less than f of x2. In this case, f of x having increasing function. Suppose this is one more condition is there. If x1 greater than x2, then f of x1 greater than f of x2. This is also be increasing function. This is also be one more condition. This is also be same condition. These two conditions you can write any one condition, that is increasing function. Next, here a function f of x is decreasing function. Here one rule is there, that is f of x1 is less than x2. Then f of x1 is greater than f of x2, or x1 is greater than x2, then f of x1 is less than f of x2. Here less than, greater than, this function is called increasing function. Here less than, greater than, less than, this function is called decreasing function. These are the increasing, decreasing function 2 marks problem. This definition is very important. Define increasing and decreasing function, or define strictly increasing and strictly decreasing function. This is the definition. This definition you can read and write perfectly. You get 2 marks in IP examination. Next point is strictly increasing and strictly decreasing function at a point. Next, let f be a real valued function on interval capital I, and C value is belongs to I nothing but interval here. Then a function f is said to be, strictly increasing or decreasing at x is equal to C respectively. If f of x is strictly increasing and decreasing of neighborhood of C, here f of x is a real valued function. That real valued function strictly increasing and strictly decreasing at x is equal to C point. At x is equal to C point. Here C having the interval of capital I. Understood or not? This is very important repeated definition of the IP examination. You can read this definition, you get 2 marks in IP examination. Next, exercise 10G, increasing decreasing model problems without using the derivative. Here derivative is not using, without using the derivative. Show that the function f of x is equal to 3x plus 7 is strictly increasing on capital R. This is increasing function. You can show that. First of all, what is the given? Given that f of x is equal to 3x plus 7, then if f is on increasing function, what is the condition? If x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is less than f of x2. This is the formula of increasing function. In this formula, first of all, you have to take, x1 is less than x2. You can find f of x1 is less than f of x2 or not, correct or not, check. Here x1 is less than x2. Here suppose this is f of x function, What is the f of x1? 3x1 plus 7. What is the value of f of x2? F of x2 nothing but 3x2 plus 7. Here this two function x1 x2 quotient having 3. That's why multiplying on both sides 3. Multiplying on both sides 3. You get 3x1 less than 3x2. After that, here plus 7 is there, here plus 7 is adding on both sides. Adding on both sides. Adding on both sides 7. You get what else? 3x1 plus 7 less than 3x2 plus 7. What is the value of this one? This one is f of x1. This one is what? F of x2. If x1 is less than x2 you have to take, then you get right. F of x1 is less than f of x2. If x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is less than f of x2, then f of x is increasing function. These model problems are coming to the 2 marks unexpected in IB examination. Understood or not? In this way you can do that in these model problems. Without using the derivative, show that the function f of x is equal to 1 by 2 whole power x. 1 by 2 whole power x is strictly decreasing. First of all, what is the function? Given that the function f of x is equal to 1 by 2 whole power x, nothing but you can write 1 by 2 power x. Understood? Similarly, what is the value of f of x1? F of x1 equal to 1 by 2 power x1. Similarly, we can write f of x2 value is 1 by 2 power x2 or 1 by 2 whole power x1. You can write anyone. Next, if f is strictly decreasing, then x1 is less than x2. That implies f of x1 is greater than f of x2. In this case, the function is strictly decreasing function. First, you have to take this one. Take x1 comma x2 are real numbers. Then, if x1 less than x2, you have to take. You can find f of x1 is greater than f of x2. That is possible or not check. Here, function is 1 by 2 power x is there. That's why this x1 less than x2 apply both side base 2. 2 power x1 less than 2 power x2. After that, this value goes to here. 2 power x1 by 2 power x2 is less than 1. This value goes to here, denominator less than 1. After that, you can write this value goes to here. Here remaining what is there? 1 is there. 1 by 2 power x2 is less than here 1 by 2 power x1. This can be written as 1 by 2 whole power x2. 1 power x2 value is 1. 2 power x2 is less than 1 by 2 whole power x1. This can be written as 1 by 2 whole power x1 is greater than 1 by 2 whole power x2. Here 1 by 2 whole power x1 you can write front. Here 1 by 2 whole power x1 is greater than 1 by 2 whole power x2. You can write. Here what is the value of this one? This one is f of x1. This one is f of x2. Then if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Understood? X1 is less than x2. You have to take. You get f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Then f of x is a strictly decreasing function. Which function? Strictly decreasing function. Understood or not? In this way you can do that. This model problem. This is also been another 2 marks model. 2 marks bit in IB examination. Today assignment problems are homework problems. First one, without using the derivative, show that the function f of x is equal to e power dx is strictly increasing on capital R. Here what is the given function students? F of x equal to e power dx is given. After that, if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is less than f of x2. This is a strictly increasing function formula. This is strictly increasing function formula. In this formula, first of all, you have to take, if x1 is x2, you have to take, you can find f of x1 is f of x is less than f of x2, correct or not? Check. Here function f of x1 is here what? E power 3x1 is less than e power x1 is less than e power x2. First you can multiply 3x1 less than 3x2. After that you can apply base e power 3x1 e power 3x2. This is f of x1, this is f of x2. Here you have to take x1 less than x2, then f of x1 is f of x2. That is strictly increasing completed. This is shortcutly explained. Next, the function f of x is given. F of x is given 5 minus 7x. Is strictly decreasing it. What is the formula of strictly? Here f of x1 is less than x2. Then f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Then the function f is called strictly decreasing. In this strictly decreasing function, first you have to take x1 is less than x2. Here this x having coefficient 7, that's why multiplying 7 both the sides. 7x1 is less than 7x2. Here minus is there, you can multiply both sides minus 7x1. You can multiply in equation less than having greater than having less than, that's why minus 7x2. You can write add both sides 5 minus 7x1 is greater than 5 minus 7x2. This is the f of x1. This is the f of x2. Here you have to take x1 less than x2. Then you can write f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Then f of x is a strictly decreasing function. Understood or not? In this way, you can do these two open problems. In this way, you can easily coming to the 2 marks unexpected IB examination 2 marks problems.